You're wasting all the time. Another hour gone, did you hear the chime? You're wasting all the time.
Recorded for Thursday, July 30th.
2020.
Oh, that was good with the octave there. Hello, everybody, and welcome, faithful followers, to Wasting All the Time. That's right, the improv comedy podcast that is going to solve all your worries and woes, soothe your aching joints, and balm what ails you. That's right. This is the good stuff.
The good stuff.
This is season 2. We're good now. That's right. Improv comedy podcast. You heard right. This is a place for all your laughter needs. We're going to make up everything that happens here, almost everything that happens here on the spot. And you are going to be entertained, we hope. If you're not, then you're wrong. But other than that, we're going to have a great time. The show is broken up into segments, one of which, I'm going to tell you what, goes like this.
Welcome to Cody's Words of Wisdom. Soak up the knowledge.
And I tell you what, you had better cram that dehydration right down your desiccated hole, because nobody here is going to sign your contract, Mr. Mayor. They are all good, backflipping citizens that don't need any push-ups to tell them who they are or who to vote for. Your platform is a chaos lie ball of deception and bits and bytes, but also ones and zeros, because those are not allowed here in Savageville. It is a delectable collection of humans who all have different bits of flesh stuck to their noses. It is not something that you can legislate or maybe even push around, but I'll tell you one thing, those spear tips are made of aluminum alloy, and it is a black market that you don't want to tamper with, because don't throw a hefty elbow at my knees, you jackanapes. I will masticate you. So that was my words of wisdom. I hope you found them enlightening. I hope you learned something. I hope it changed your life, and now you're going to go live in the desert as some kind of monk, forsaking all worldly desires that you will give to me.
I didn't necessarily learn anything, but I'm changed.
That's, whatever helps you sleep at night. So that was our first segment. We're going to move it along to our next segment. It is one of the best segments that any show has ever produced ever. So I want you to cherish it. I want you to enjoy it. I want you to really kind of feel the oomph behind it, because it is about to get sexy in here. This is...
Upwards, downwards, forwards, backwards, I say we go Fruitwards.
That's right. This is Fruitwards, where we take cards of two kinds and colors. One of them is nouns. One of them's adjectives. We're going to read them for your... Nope, that's a different segment. Jesus, I'm blending my segments together. We're going to draw cards, guys, colors, nouns, adjectives, segments. Awesome. We draw. You listen. Funny thing. Here we go. This comes from an app thanks to our amazing patron, Unexampled Salt, who is definitely more attractive than me. Fogless Muffin.
Fogless. Muffin.
Literally, without fog, clear.
Fogless muffin. Okay, so you've made the muffins. Bring them to me so that I may taste them.
Okay. Here you go, chef.
Okay.
Yeah, we worked really hard. I think I hope you like them this time.
I hope so too. I tire of eating these muffins with no... All right, what kind is this?
So this is
Don't tell me, the muffin should tell me. Here we go.
Okay.
Did you remember to put the je ne sais quoi in there?
I did. I still don't know what it is, but I did.
Oh, good. Okay. He likes that.
This is a marked improvement over your last effort, if we can call it that.
Oh.
But it's still missing that secret ingredient.
did you put it in?
I did. I made a simple syrup, and I put it in a jar, and I put a label on the jar that said je ne sais quoi, and then I put that in the muffin.
Okay, we'll get to that. I did hear everything you just said. Okay. How about you? Are these muffins are yours? Oh, and those were blueberry. Okay, and so these muffins, these are your effort?
Yes, there's a little... Well, now there's a little je ne sais quoi in there. Now the whole bit kind of seems... Sorry,
they look
chef.
Quite different. I'm assuming you went with a different recipe?
Yeah, I just followed my heart.
Mm-hmm. They don't look like they rose very well.
Uh-huh.
It looks like the batter was probably not mixed very well.
I thought more of a visual mixing.
Not quite homogenized, but the taste will tell. The taste will tell. The mouthfeel is grainy and not good.
Oh, is that good?
I think this was meant to be a bran muffin.
Mm-hmm. And yet?
You put the secret ingredient in. You put fog into this muffin.
Wow, you can taste that?
Of course.
You can taste... yes, yeah, you can... Yeah.
Of course, it's the secret ingredient. It's the ingredient that makes the muffin worth eating.
Oh. Yeah. Fog. I put good San Francisco fog in there. Imported it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's very good. You could learn. So now I guess you didn't do the weird simple syrup thing with the secret. When I said, okay, let me explain myself. When I said the secret ingredient, I wasn't talking about the book, The Secret, where you can just wish things into the universe.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. And you kind of got that confused with that weird Japanese guy that did the ice melting and looked and used a microscope to look at the crystals and imagined it in some way tied in with the label on the jar. You know what I'm talking about.
Was that Yen Can Cook?
Regardless, yours was terrible. Yours was good. If you could like team up, I think you would make a passable muffin.
Isn't good better than passable?
Good is the
I think we
enemy.
should put cocaine in the next ones.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Okay, and I did hear everything you said, and I greenlight this 100%. Thank you, John. Thank you.
Sure.
Perfect setup.
I love you breaking the fourth wall of stage whispers. I literally just heard that. Okay.
I heard everything you said.
I don't know what about it, but that was goddamn awesome.
That's fun.
Well, there you are. That is the classic, one of the most purest forms of improv comedy, suggestion and scene, and also side-splitting humor. That was Fruitwards. Now, we're going to do yet another segment that is going to make you... I mean, I don't want to say you're going to pee yourself with laughter, so I won't, but it will make you do that. This is the most amazingly dramatic segment.
Twitter shins.
This is Twitter Shins Rapidballs, where we, and by we I mean I, find the top 3 tweets on the entire internet, put them out there for your listening pleasure, and our pundits answer the questions. They're going to debate to decide who's right, but in the end, no one is. This is Twitter Shins Rapidballs tweet number 3 from Adam Singer. At Adam Singer. Who wrote this article? A cat? Dave.
Yeah, you got me. You got me. Oh man, it was the cutest thing ever. It's like, it's still like a tiny kitty, like only like a week or two old. Oh my gosh, you should have been there. Oh, I had to do a little bit of helping, because this tiny paws kind of didn't want to like share any actual coherent thoughts. So I did do a little bit of shaping, but it was the cat and it did tweet. And oh man, as soon as we can get that cat doing selfies, you just wait.
Still better than most modern journalism. John, rebuttal.
I'll tell you what, there's no way that it was a cat that wrote that. I'll tell you why. Because way back in '89, I was doing a cattle drive, and we ran into this farmhouse, and there was a cat that lived there. And now cats, what you have to understand about cats is they're very affectionate. They enjoy their humans, and they're great poets. But it is all spoken word. It does not translate to the written page, and so as a result, they have never cultivated the skills required for putting pen to page. So you're gonna have to just go to go down to the beat poetry night if you want to hear stuff written by cats.
Spoken word. Cats know how to do it because they know really how to pause effectively.
Oh!
Number 2. I'm sorry. Number 2 from written by @Dami Elebe. Probably. When will they blow the final whistle? This match has been on for 10 hours now. John?
Well, I'll tell you what, they're going to blow that final whistle right before they let the bull into the ring. Because they need to blow that whistle to just warn everyone that the bull is coming, so that they can, get their clown pants, situated and not be gored to death. Because you do not want to see a rodeo clown gored to death. I've seen it many a time. It's just ugly. You don't want to see it. It's not fun. I don't actually know why they still have rodeo clowns, because mostly they're just there to get gored. So it's just an archaic practice that should be done away with, and just let the bull run around that arena. No goring necessary. But yeah, traditions, I guess.
Bold of you to assume I don't want to see anyone gored. Dave, rebuttal.
Hey, Demi, glad you're asking questions. That's the first thing you got to do if you want to get to the truth. Here's the thing. Advertisers rule the world now. They control all the major media. They're everywhere. You can't go a single life without seeing ads all over the place. Yeah. And they call the shots. So you got a nice match going on there, right? But they got to sell the ads, right? And they got to sell the ads to people and say people will watch these ads, right? The other people, not the people that are doing the advertising, but the other people who are supposed to see it and get their minds changed, right? So you got a 10-hour match going on, right? Even you're talking about it being boring. Well, guess what? There's a lot of other people that already tuned out, right? So in order to get the most amount of viewers in early with the advertisers, they actually blew the final whistle at the beginning and you missed it.
You gotta pay attention or you're gonna be stuck in this fight forever. Ha! And the number 1 tweet on the entire internet right now from Amber Hart @Tanjiro. Do you ever think about how Tanjiro will go down in history for this moment, Dave?
Yeah, I think about it a lot. Keeps me up at night, keeps me up in the day when I'm trying to fall asleep. It's just something that's always just rattling around up there in my brain case, And god damn it, I've tried opening it up to let it out, but that's called trepanning, and it's not so cool anymore. Once upon a time, boy, I wish I was born in the past. But anyway, that's it.
For the love of God, do not Google trepanning. John, rebuttal.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let me tell you something about history. History is not always what it's cracked up to be. Now, I used to ride with a guy named Leroy, and Leroy was a goddamn legend. Leroy, he would just, do whatever it took to get them cattle in. We had a lot of adventures. I remember this one time, we found a lost city made out of gold. I think there's a name for it. I heard about it once, but we found it. It was Leroy who figured out that, if we positioned the sundials in a certain way, it would open the secret passage. We went in that city of gold. We fought some monsters. We came out. Gold's real heavy. We just left it all there. Couldn't be bothered. And, Leroy ain't in any history books. He should be. That should be remembered. That was a hell of an adventure. We found a golden city. We fought monsters. And Leroy, he's dead now. But is he in a history book? Nope. They got pussies like Teddy Roosevelt in there. Teddy Roosevelt never found no city made of gold? No. He just, I don't know, he rode rough or whatever.
I can't wait for the sequel where he's played by The Rock. Anyway, this has been Twitter Shins Rapidballs.
Yeah.
That was great. Those were fucking awesome. I love this segment.
That last one, I was like, I totally was not in control. I was just pure flow, and then ended up cracking myself up and forgot where I started. And
now that we have heard from the crazy masses of the internet, let's hear from the sane, attractive masses of our fans. That's right. From you, our amazing listeners, is...
And now it's time for Fings What Got Sent Us!
With like spiky bits in, right?
That's right. Fings What Got Sent Us, where you, our amazing, attractive listeners, send us listener-suggested scenes and questions that we perform on the show. This one is from one of our amazing listeners named Stephen Langston. That's right, Stephen Langston. This is your listener-suggested scene suggestion. I gotta admire the brevity of this. Surprise pockets.
Oh.
That's it. That's the scene suggestion. Surprise pockets.
Hmm.
Give it a moment to let that percolate.
All right.
Give it a moment to just kind of up in it.
Gestate. Yes, it fit rather well. I think we're definitely on the right track here. Just a little bit more styling. I think it needs a little bit more.
Now there is a feature, sir, that I want to go over with you about this particular coat.
The lapels. I saw the lapels.
It's not the lapels. It's about the pockets. You will
man,
notice
there are
that
no pockets.
there are no pockets, and that is because this coat has been constructed in a special way using the latest quantum mechanical technology. So you will, in fact, only have pockets in this coat when you need a pocket.
I'm very sorry. There's a lot there. Sort of got Star Trekky on me. I didn't quite follow.
I'll demonstrate. Here's a handful of loose change.
Yes, I've
Go
seen
ahead and
that.
put that in your pocket.
Yes. No, there are no pockets. You see. Oh.
Ah, surprise!
I fully expected that handful of change to fall upon the floor, making quite a clatter.
And now it's in a pocket that you did not know you had.
I was certain I did not have any pockets, sir.
Yes, but thanks to quantum mechanics, you do in fact have pockets. They are just surprise pockets.
That's magical.
No,
Who?
it's science.
Wow. Well, now this is a bit of a fool's errand because we've just lost money. I'll have to cut this jacket open to get that change back. As you can see, there is again no pocket.
Well, there's no pocket until you need a pocket.
Okay, jacket. I need a pocket. It's broken.
It doesn't work that way. You're doing it wrong.
Oh, well, I'm sorry for following your simple instructions. Wrong.
Okay, look, there should be a cat in there somewhere, too. Did you try and find the cat?
I beg your pardon?
There's a cat in the fucking thing. Did you try and find the cat?
There's a pussy in the pocket.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Yes.
Here's the gangly beast.
There he is. Hello, Rufus.
Wow, he's only a couple weeks old. That's adorable. Meow. Look at him twitter
Yes,
away.
He's been beatboxing.
Wow. That kitten has somehow managed to create a necklace out of the spare change that was put into my pocket. He's got bling. I envy that cat. Damn it all. Would that I were so cool.
Well, check your pocket.
There it is.
Oh.
And now that we have warmed up your laughter machines, we're going to move on to our final segment of this show. And that is this segment right here. Are you ready for the Heavenly Chorus? Here it comes.
It's the Improv Game of the Week.
That's right, the Improv Game of the Week. Every week on the podcast, we choose an improv game and we try to play it. This week's improv game is Gibberish Translator.
Oh, dear.
Yes.
Oh, dear.
Oh, Lord.
Or as like I'm sure you call it something different in your improv circles, but in this improv circle, we call it Gibberish Translator because that's the name I remembered. This is a scene for 3 players. One player can only speak in unintelligible gibberish. One other player is that player's translator. They speak gibberish perfectly, but never really speak it themselves, and they're translating for the third player who is trying to get something or, engage with the gibberish speaker in some capacity. I didn't have it right out in front of me. I just remembered the game. So silly.
Nice. I will. I'll see your ass in court.
Fucking bring it on. I am a level 8 lawyer. Anyone have a particular desire to speak gibberish?
I could speak gibberish.
Excellent.
Unless anyone else really wants to.
I was going to say, I think Cody should not be the one to speak gibberish because he does have this preternatural ability to... I think we should have some suffering here.
Okay.
Yay, suffering! Dave, do you want to be the
will
translator or the other? Or do you have a preference?
I could take either. Do you have a thought?
If you would like to be the translator, that would be my kind of lean towards.
All right, let's do that.
Okay, let's get from our amazing, attractive audience that is listening right now. Let's get, coming up with suggestions on the fly, is kind of tough. Snowman. All right. Man, all right. Snowman is an excellent suggestion. It's tough being random. That's good.
Yeah, so I see you've been watching for a while. He's a really just pro level artist at making snowmen. And if you had any questions for him, I mean, I'm sure he'd be happy to answer.
Yeah, no, that's...
Yeah, I just told him that. Yeah.
That's incredible. How does he get it to look so weightless? Like that arch looks like it should be collapsing.
We're doing mom and we're popping beat the bargain.
It has to do with the crystalline structure. He is so in tune with the ice that he can feel with his bare hands which direction the crystals are lining up. And it's like a spiritual connection, he says.
Eat the vertibird. Meet the burden.
And he makes good with snow.
Okay, that the last bit makes sense. Now usually snowmen are kind of happy figures and corncob pipes. Why is the scape so violent?
Mit Wargogem und Gungdending mit Warm und wir mit Warm.
So he says, first of all, your notion of violence is a cultural implant that is not necessarily universal. And so what to you might make you go, oh my gosh, that's so crazy. To him, in his world, it's actually kind of pedestrian. And he actually is more into doing boring snowmen. Well, to him, boring snowmen, like finding the art in the mundane. But to the rest of us, it kind of, it's a little, hyper violent.
Yeah, you the burning.
Yeah, death and destruction.
So he grew up in a land full of death and murder, and that's commonplace, and now he expresses it in snow?
Ja, we're gonna meet the bargain and the bargain, und wir bargain in the bargain, und yeah,
yeah. He says, he says, no, not exactly. See, he was sitting at home one day, watching Meet the Parents, and there was the bit with what's his name? What's that actor's name?
Bargain.
Yeah. That's the one with the hair. Yeah. What is his freaking name? No, I don't think it was Russell Crowe. What is his name? Is he
still alive?
The guy in Meet the Parents.
Yeah, the bargain.
Robert De Niro?
That's one of them. Not the one I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of the funny one.
Ben Stiller?
Ben Stiller. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so he thought the movie was so dumb, and if people liked this, then surely he could make something that would also, make him money and draw in spectators, and here's your proof of that.
Yeah, I mean, there's quite a crowd out here. Has he considered charging admission, or like putting on an art show, or sculpting them in some kind of permafrost in a freezer so that he can sell these sculptures? This is amazing.
Yeah, I know the answer to this one, but I'll let him answer anyway.
Wir kommen 50 Kolgenwagen und wir Kolgen mit the Kolgen und the Kolgen.
Okay, he says, okay, that's a different answer than he gave before. He says you're welcome to join him in the ice wagon as he tours the countryside, but you will have to learn to gargle ice and
ice
help him. It's not a man either, but he makes it work. I don't know if that answered your question. I'm sorry. No, I know. Yeah, Meet the Parents. Oh. Okay, he says that your reticence to join him in the ice wagon has insulted him.
No, that wasn't my goal at all. No, I thought we could help publicize it. I have a life.
Yeah, no publicity, please.
But the world needs to see this. Like, this is...
He says the world will find him.
Oh, okay, so can I just take a picture on my phone then, so I can show my friends?
The Banen and Yanen Verdebargen.
Yeah, he says that in order to take a picture with the snowman, you must also shed all your clothes, stick a carrot up your nose, and suck on this corncob pipe. You can wear a hat. It's optional.
Oh, good. Well, it's cold out here. Well,
Oh,
I hope everybody had fun. That was an absolute blast. I don't know about you guys. I had a great time recording this.
Yeah.
I like doing improv. It is a great time. If you would like to hear more, and if you somehow perchanced upon this episode not through the website, you can head on over to wastingallthetime.com to find literally everything you could ever want on the internet in the form of a comedy podcast. Like, for example, you could go to wastingallthetime.com/vote. If anything in this episode particularly tickled your fancy, you can vote for it. And at the end of the year, we compile them all into one truly glorious and amazing episode. It's great. It's phenomenal. It's fun. Get a drink. Join us. Or you can go to wastingallthetime.com/contact if you would like to send us your own listener-suggested scene and become one of our most amazing and attractive listeners. Or if you are feeling particularly amazing and generous, you could head on over to patreon.com/timewastepod for as little as $1 and support the podcast and help us in doing what we love and bringing joy and merriment to people all over the globe. Yeah, that's going to do it. I think that's going to do it for this episode. You guys have any parting shots?
no, I forgot to load my gun.
Ah, coward. Well, until then, I have been Cody. To my left has been Dave. Dave, say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
I set that up too hard. And John, also with me, my other cohort.
Good night, George.
Huh. And I've been Cody.
That was a reference.
Oh, I missed it. I'm not cultured at all.
It was the same reference. Cody was the same reference.
Oh, see? I'm not cultured. 0%
Just the other
cultured.
side of it.
Oh, Jesus. All right, well, this has been Wasting All the Time. I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't like anything, tweet at Jay Hansen himself. Tell him to lick a barber pole. I don't know. I just came up with that on the spot. And we will see you next time. Remember, do good things for good people and be a good person. I don't know where that came from. Good night, everyone. Take care. We'll see you next time. Yes. Please, somebody stop me.
Good night, folks.
Butts!
Congratulations, you've made it to the end of another episode of Wasting All the Time, a podcast. If you enjoyed this show, then please consider subscribing on Apple Podcasts or Stitcher, or follow us on Spotify. If you really enjoyed the show, then head on over to patreon.com/timewastepod and become a supporter of our time-wasting efforts. Now, that was a lot of things I just threw at you, so if you forget all that, just head on over to wastingallthetime.com. And there, we have all the answers.
Fruitwards. Rapidballs. No, this is just Fruitwards Rapidballs.
Huh.
Oh, that's right. Work. Oh, that's Ariel?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Nice. Opposite direction of heaven, but okay, that's fine. I'll allow it.